Hi, Kim Darwaza here, your Northern Virginia real estate agent, and I'm here with the question of the week that I'm going to answer for everyone. So this week's question, and it's a question I get asked frequently, is should I be present or will you be present when agents are showing my home? And the answer to that is no. There are special circumstances, for instance, houses that are over a certain price range where I will be present. But for regular showings, there is nothing more annoying to buyers and other realtors than you following them around the house and pointing out the obvious, like, oh, this is a bathroom, this is the kitchen. And things also that you feel like are features in your home that are important to you may be a complete turnoff to the buyers. It may be something that doesn't work for their family and you've just brought that to their attention. Glad people are joining. Hi, Chris. It's good to see you on here. So, here in our market, we are in a lockbox area where we install lockboxes on properties and agents access properties that way, and it's very secure. We're not really in an appointment only type of situation. So, yeah, so I always tell people that you should not be present during showings. I mean, the buyers want to be able to talk freely with their agent. The agent wants to be able to point out positives and negatives of the property. The buyers want to be able to ask questions, and they're going to just feel uncomfortable doing that if you're present because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Or I've had my sellers say, oh, these people came to my house and they seemed like they really loved it and they like this, that, and the other. Well, quite frankly, they're just going to be nice. They're not going to tell you to your face, I don't like your house, or I don't like this, or I don't like this. Most people are genuinely going to be pleasant when the seller is present because most people are just nice that way. So, anyways, so we do put all the information that you give us in our brochure. We're very, very detailed. We put the plat, we have the dimensions and the floor plan all in the brochure. We actually, our photographer draws the floor plans, and then we have every update that you ever have done in the house. We list that in the brochure. And our brochures are 4 pages, are very detailed. They can be 8 pages if your house is, 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. It just depends on how large your property is. If we have the plat, we obviously stick that in there, and anything else that's really important we put in there as well. So those are the main points. And then another thing that people ask me is feedback. So yes, we call, we email, we text every agent who comes through the property. And I'll have clients within 5 minutes after the people leave be like, oh, what's the feedback? What they said. Well, most agents are showing anywhere from 3, to 8, 9 properties at a time, especially if it's on a weekend. So they're probably showing houses before yours, they're probably showing houses after yours, and there's nothing more irritating to an agent when they're middle of showing property is having you call them and say, oh, what did your clients think of the house? Do they love it? Well, we have another 4 properties to see, so I can't really give you that information until after we see all the other properties. And so, yeah, usually we don't get feedback for a day or two. People like to think about it. I actually think, too, the more critical people are of your home, actually, the more interested they probably really are. Because if they're not interested, they just walk in and walk out. Where if they're a little critical, they're trying to figure out how they're going to make things work for their family and so on and so forth. So those are my main points on should you be present during buyer showings, and that is a no in our Northern Virginia marketplace. If you have questions, feel free to call me or private message me, and my website is www.kimdarwaza.com. You can sign up and you can get e-alerts for what's going on in your neighborhood. You can be the nosy neighbor and all that good stuff. So look forward to hearing from you, and have a great weekend.